Hey everyone, I'm coming to you from my kitchen again. I told you guys I would drop a video if I started getting questions about certain nutritional things, and I actually did get several relatively about the same topic. And it's that all or none principle, where should I not have any processed foods? Should I not have any carbs? Should I eliminate all sugar? And I get that those are like fad, trendy things that are happening, and you're like, well, they got this result and marketing is sexy, baby. Like, I'm not going to deny that. There's nothing sexy about let's do portion control. Let's make sure you're hitting your macros. Let's make sure you're eating the right types of foods. Let's make sure that you're getting your workouts in and increasing steps. And I get it. Those aren't sexy and they're not black and white. They live in this area of gray, which is hard for people because I have a lot of clients that are just like, tell me exactly what to eat. Tell me exactly what not to eat. And they just want concrete, but those aren't sustainable. I could put you on a diet and you could lose weight, but eventually when you come off that diet, you're just gonna gain it back. It's going to be that yo-yo effect that you've probably already been on so many times in your life and it didn't work. And I could sell you guys supplements and sell you guys this. I'm not gonna do it. I'm going to do it the right way. It may take longer, and yes, it is not sexy, and there's not amazing marketing for it because it's really hard work. It's going to take a lot of effort, and you're going to have to commit. That being said, can it happen? I'm living proof that it can. So it works. It's going to take a lot of work. It's not going to be a quick fix. So my answer to this, should I cut stuff out? It's always the same. When you restrict, you're gonna binge. Do not restrict. You need to get a grip on your nutrition. So starting with processed foods. I brought my favorite fruit with me just for a little extra effect. I do eat 80% whole foods, minimally processed foods. I am a protein and veggie girl, a protein and fruit girl. I shop the outer perimeter of the grocery store first. So when I say I shop the outer perimeter, I'm going through my produce. I'm getting my meats, I'm getting my fish, I'm getting whatever frozen veggies that I might not get around to being able to use, the fresh ones. I shop the perimeter. Then I figure out what I need to complete meals. Then, only then do I go to the center of the grocery store where most of the processed foods are. And I do spend time looking for the minimally processed foods as well. But that 20% rule also allows me to have that Nutella when I want it. When I want a chocolate covered cashew, and even then, those are minimally processed if you get dark chocolate over just a nut that grew in the ground. So when I say whole foods, I'm talking about things that grew, things that fly, things that swim, things that can run, whole foods. Now, yes, a lot of companies do add fillers and things to foods. I'm going to cover that when I talk about supplements because I'm getting that question again. And everybody who knows me knows I do not take any supplements. Does not mean that I am against them. It is that I want to make sure that you guys understand third-party testing, USP testing, NSF testing before you try to grab pre-workout and whatever. Make sure you're actually getting what you're paying for because they will charge you $50 and then they will put not what they're putting on their label in there, and they don't have to because they don't have any third-party testing actually saying that that is what is in that supplement. That's the problem I have with supplement companies, that they are allowed to lie and put whatever, and we're spending $50, $75 on a supplement because somebody who looks amazing did a great marketing job, and you're not even getting what you have. Now, when I buy my protein supplements, things like that, yeah, you're right. I only do if they are USP or NSF third-party tested. I want to make sure I'm actually getting the amount of what I want in those, but that will be another tangent. Getting back to the all or nothing principle, 80%, 20% do I have of processed foods? Because sometimes I really do just want a half a teaspoon of Nutella just to have it in my mouth. I don't know, that sugar hit. When you deny yourself everything, you're gonna want it. We grew up that way. You're told, don't do that. What'd you go do? You went and did it because you were told it wasn't good for you, so you want to try it out. Same with that all or nothing principle. So do I want you to choose more whole foods? Would I rather you have a very balanced diet? Yes. Do I want you not to eat the things that you want? Of course not. There is an enjoyment factor in your food. And actually, if you're enjoying your food, you're more able to slow down and enjoy that meal than if you're just shoveling that food in your mouth. Another reason where we talked about portions, I just had a couple questions I wanted to answer here in this video too. Yes, those portions may look small to you guys that are not used to those portions. Do not get me wrong. But guess what? You're allowed to eat when you're hungry. This rule of only 3 meals and they need to be at 7, 12, and 6 is ridiculous. I'm not hungry then. I actually eat probably 4 to 5, sometimes 6 small meals a day, depending on how I'm training, what I'm training for, how I'm feeling. Because what happens is we sit down with this huge plate of food. We overeat in that one sitting. We feel junky. Then 6 hours later, we have another big meal because apparently our brains tell us we're not going to be able to eat again. So we have to eat to survive 5 hours. You could survive 24 hours. Not that I want you to do that. I will talk about intermittent fasting on another video as well. But not that I want you to do that, but you could. We get in our minds and our bodies. It's our brain actually sending the hormones that are so scared that we're not going to continue to feed it because we don't have snacks. We're not keeping our metabolism going. We're depriving ourselves. We're labeling foods as good as bad. I'm able to have, I'm not able to have. And all of that is just a big mind fuck. Stop doing it to yourself. And about portion controls, because I did get a lot of questions that I'm like, I've used my hand and that just seems awfully little. So I didn't think I was going to do this, but let me do this. Plate size. So you go to a restaurant and they give you this huge plate. And then they fill the food and we think this is an appropriate portion size. There's actually scientific evidence, multiple studies that have shown that people who eat out more are the biggest people that misproportion size their food, have way too many servings because they're accustomed to seeing this bigger plate and these bigger servings that in their brains, when they see these smaller plates, they think it's a snack. When really, this should be your dinner-sized plate. And they make plates like this with this outer edge right here. This is not where we're putting food. This is the danger zone. We're staying out of this spot. Your food's gonna go just in that square in the appropriate portion. So guess what? Here's the palm of my hand. Here's my chicken. My chicken fits perfectly right there, palm of my hand in that corner. Then I have this part where I'm gonna put my fistful of my veggies still on there. And look at how much I still have room on a normal size plate, but we're eating the wrong portions. There's also science about eating off of a single colored plate. Instead of the ones that have all these designs, they actually manipulate your view of portion sizes too between the design. So a small plate, that outer is telling you, I'm not going any farther than this. This is where my food goes. And guess what? If you eat this and you're still hungry, in an hour or two, you can have a snack of some good whole foods, some fiber, healthy, natural sugar. I do prefer, I'll be honest, I munch on baby carrots. I absolutely love them. I munch on cucumbers. I absolutely love them. They are some of my favorite snacks, and there's so much water and hydration in cucumbers. I like that as well. But again, I'm not going to cut all sugar out. Fruit is not bad. I haven't heard of anyone that's like, I just had too many apples today. But I have heard people who are like, I've had too much chocolate. I've had too much shit today. So just remember, 80-20. We're trying our best. We live in an area of gray in nutrition. There's not black and white. Nobody's body's the same. Nobody responds the same. Get off these yo-yo fad diets. Stop watching these marketing ploys. That's what they do. They make you think their product is great, and it's not. You don't need 500 different apps telling you what's wrong with certain foods and what's not. You know what your body responds well to and what your body doesn't respond well to. You know what's natural. You know what's unnatural. You know what tastes good. You know what doesn't taste. I don't like arugula. I'm not going to eat it. I don't care how many antioxidants you tell me. I don't like it. I'm not going to eat it. I'm not going to have a green smoothie because that's what everybody's selling. And there's all these results and it's so healthy for you, but you don't enjoy drinking it. You're hungry an hour later because literally you just gave yourself a sugar high because you threw arugula mixed in with a full banana and some protein powder and whatever other fruits you had laying around, and now your blood sugar's crashing. But they sold you on it and they're telling you it's a detox when we have natural built-in detoxification within our body. You do not need to detox your body. You need to drink plenty of water, have a healthy liver, get your annual labs to make sure your body is working correctly, and your body will naturally detox. Make sure you're going to the bathroom, make sure you're having fiber, and guess what? It's going to work itself out if you have a healthy body. Of course, if you have certain diagnoses and health disease, that's not going to work, but that is a different story, and that I can also help you with. So here's my second video. I guess it's a little longer. Sorry about that. There's lots more videos coming. I have a lot of content. I'm really going to help you through this holiday season. When we're traveling, we're going to parties. It's hard to use those portion controls. It's hard to eat that 80-20% rule. It's just, honestly, it's just hard. So we are going to get onto all those topics and all those questions that you have. I am going to answer. Keep sending them to me. I will make more videos. I'm also going to be launching a new forum within the app that's going to have even more information. As we grow and build, there's just so many more things to come. Have a great day.